What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Fantom. But before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. All right, so Fantom is a coin I'm super bullish on. This is actually one of my top coins for this up and coming bull market for a lot of different reasons, but we're going to start off with the Elliott wave count first and foremost. So we do see a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and an extended fifth wave. Whenever you have an extended fifth wave, it's going to lead to an extended correction, which we do see here. There's a pretty nice correction here on Fantom since 2022, when the markets really started to top out around that time. So you can see we do have an ABC correction all the way down here, which is exactly what we want to see. This is a perfect market cycle. And now down here, we are seeing a bit of a broadening triangle pattern forming here on Fantom. You can see we have a broadening range where price is moving inside of that range, bouncing off support and resistance. Now we're really close down to support here. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of people panic selling with Bitcoin going down and Bitcoin dominance starting to top out a little bit here. But that's actually a really good sign for altcoins. So make sure you guys stay clear till the very end of this video, because we will be talking a little bit about Bitcoin, what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. This is a big rising wedge on Bitcoin dominance, and I think we're going to top out here. We're seeing some signs of weakness on Bitcoin dominance, which means this could easily start to go down and fell through support and break bearish as a result of that rising wedge. So let's keep talking about Fantom here. I do think we will have a strong reaction off of this support level. We are near major support, and it looks really good down here from that perspective. You want to buy support rather than selling support, and you want to sell resistance rather than buying resistance. And that's a common beginner mistake. A lot of people buy resistance and sell support just because, human emotion and following the crowd and all the basic stuff that trick a lot of people inside of the markets. We do also have a falling wedge pattern. That's a very bullish pattern here on Fantom. Now let's talk a little bit about the market cycle here, because the market cycle is something that you have to be aware of when it comes to trading crypto and really any markets in the entire world. You need to know what's happening from a cyclical perspective. So here on the Wall Street cheat sheet, we do see this is a perfect example of a market cycle. Right here's the first sell-off that coincides with disbelief right here. Then you go from belief to optimism to thrill and euphoria. Euphoria is the top of the market. You can see that's where price started to top out up here. Then you get complacency right here. That coincides with wave B. That's where people think it's going to go higher, but it's actually topped out already. And then the market starts to go down into anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, anger, and then finally depression. So this is actually a perfect market cycle chart. And then a new market cycle starts. And when a new market cycle starts, a lot of people don't believe a new cycle is going to start. So that's where you get the disbelief phase all over again. So the disbelief phase starts all over again. And often you get a pump and a pullback, and that pullback coincides with the new disbelief phase. You can see on this chart right here, there's actually a little pullback right there, right here on the chart, on the market cycle chart, that actually coincides with this pullback we see on Fantom. So this is a complete market cycle. We do have 5 waves up, a full ABC correction down, and we are in disbelief in the new cycle, which means we're starting a new cycle here on Fantom. So again, a lot of people don't realize that you want to buy. When something is down right here, after a massive correction like this, you don't want to sell down here. You want to sell into green candles. The time to sell Fantom was in 2021 and 2022. The time to buy is right now. when it's undervalued, when people are panic selling, when they don't realize that the market's going to turn around and start to see a lot more upside in the bigger picture. So you have to remember that when things are overvalued, when people are excited, when they're greedy, the market is going to top out. That's when you want to be selling. And when the market's super undervalued and people are fearful, they're in disbelief, they don't think anything's going to go up, that's when you want to be greedy, when you want to pick up as much as you can. Well, the prices are dirt cheap. And that's exactly what we see here with Fantom. So again, when prices are dirt cheap, when people are panic selling, when there's a lot of fear, when there's a lot of FUD in the market and people are scared, that's the best time to buy. Every time that happens, the market's providing an opportunity for you to turn your capital into multiple folds of what it used to be. 3x, 5x, 10x your money off of those lows. So that's, again, exactly what you want to see to buy the dip in the market. We did have a pullback over the summer. This is exactly what we wanted to see, coming back down to major support in preparation for a new cycle. Again, that's the disbelief phase of the old cycle, or of the new cycle. We're in the disbelief phase. And so you're starting a new cycle because the market cycle just repeats. You have disbelief, hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, anger, depression, and then disbelief again. So you can see the market is actually cyclical in nature. It continues to repeat over and over again. And just one more thing to show you guys here. As you can see, Fantom actually looks a lot like other market cycles in the past. So a great example of this would be Bitcoin, back early day Bitcoin. So this is back when Bitcoin had first been created. A lot of people didn't know about Bitcoin. A lot of people had no idea about what it was. And Bitcoin actually did a very, very similar cycle to what we're seeing right now with Fantom. So over here on the right is Bitcoin, and over here on the left is Fantom. You can see that parabolic run up where things get super overvalued, and then they have to come back to reality, and they get super dirt cheap undervalued again. See, in this area right here, this disbelief phase actually coincides with the disbelief phase on Fantom. So this is a perfect market cycle. I personally think Fantom is going to be a big player this cycle. And when it starts to build momentum up, you're going to see it behave a lot more like Bitcoin in this area and in this area here. But again, we have to start to break out off of these support levels to build that momentum up. But the time to buy is right now. The time to buy is right now when people are scared, when people don't realize what's coming. So yeah, that's my view on Fantom. I see big things coming in this coin. Again, a lot of people don't see the value. They don't see the potential. They just don't understand cycles. They don't understand human psychology. And that's exactly why you capitalize on it. That's why you buy the dip. That's why you pick it up dirt cheap like it is right now as we speak. It's like buying Bitcoin right here when Bitcoin was worth like $7. It's like the same setup here on Fantom today. So get ready for some big things in this coin. Now let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin. I know a lot of people, of course, are going to be panic selling. A lot of people are scared. But hey, again, you got to be greedy when people are fearful and fearful when people are greedy. That's how Warren Buffett makes his money, and that's how all of the professionals make their money. So don't let a pullback in the market scare you from buying the dip. A lot of people are scared right now. A lot of people don't realize the opportunity is actually quite high to pick up Bitcoin undervalued. Everybody was talking about 100K back here when it was worth 72,000. And then right here, when I told people it was going to correct at 71,000, everybody was bullish again. And the market did pull back. And now that it's down, now that it's actually a good buying opportunity, nobody wants to buy and everybody's bearish. So you gotta go against the crowd. If you follow the crowd, if you follow the herd, you'll be led to the slaughterhouse. It's just that simple. If you follow all the people that don't know what they're doing, you're going to get wrecked in the markets. And if you look on exchanges that actually have good volume, you can see Bitcoin has been continually increasing in volume. The demand for Bitcoin is only getting stronger. More and more people are learning about it. More and more people want to buy it. It's only growing as an industry, just like what happened to the internet. You know, the internet had its bubble, then the internet bubble popped, and then afterwards the internet became a mass adopted technology and it was used by the whole world. And that's exactly what's happening with cryptocurrency right now. There was a crypto bubble, it popped, all the retail money, all the people that were just excited about it, that didn't see the long-term value, they're all gone. They're all shaken out of the market. And now it's ready for that big picture mass adoption phase that it's headed into right now as we speak. So yeah, Bitcoin's worth $54,000 per coin right now, and it's super undervalued. You know, this thing can easily go up to those levels people wanted it to go up here, 100K plus per Bitcoin. But now they don't think that because it's actually pulled back. It's just human psychology. When the opportunity is good, everybody's fearful. When the opportunity is bad, everybody's greedy. It's that simple. Buy the dip, you know, buy the dip. Even if Bitcoin was to test a lower support, let's say it came back down to 44, you know, buy the dip. Don't sell your Bitcoin inside of a red candle. That's not smart. You want to sell into green candles like this when it's overvalued, and you want to buy in the red candles when it's undervalued. For me personally, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I think we're going to bottom out sooner rather than later. I actually think this is going to be the bottom for Bitcoin here at 49,000. Now, of course, we'll see what happens. The market could pull back, whatever. But right now, I'm definitely bullish on Bitcoin. A lot of people are not, and I am. I think Bitcoin's going to bottom out sooner rather than later. And by the way, you guys, just so you know, Bitcoin actually still is following the gold fractal perfectly. So I've been showing you guys the gold fractal. This is part of how we knew a correction was going to happen before it did, because Bitcoin looks exactly like gold. So let's check out what that looks like here. If we pull Bitcoin over here on the left and we put gold over here on the right, you can see really quickly how the same exact setup already happened on gold. We've already seen the same structure before in the gold markets. The exact same human psychology, the same pullback, massive cup and handle. That's what this is on Bitcoin. This is a massive cup and handle pattern. You have your cup right here, and you have your handle right here. That's a very bullish pattern. Professionals all around the world use the cup and handle pattern as a way to earn a lot of money investing. You know, whether it's crypto or stocks or gold, the cup and handle pattern is a very, very profitable trading pattern that you can make a lot of money trading. So again, you guys, don't panic sell your Bitcoin here. Of course, nobody knows exactly where the bottom for sure will be, but I'm leaning bullish right now, even though people are panic selling, even though the majority is selling, because I know the majority has no idea what they're doing. You know, most people don't know what they're doing when it comes to investing. So you got to buy the fear, you got to buy the panic, and that's how you're going to reap financial rewards in this market. And you can earn a lot of money in crypto. You can earn a lot of money if you play it the way, you know, the big whales and the big players play it. You can earn a lot of money trading crypto, but you got to have your head on straight and you got to buy when people are fearful. So yeah, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Don't believe the FUD. Don't panic sell. Who knows exactly what exact price it's going to bottom at? I don't care. You know, the time to sell was back here in April. The time to buy is right now. You know, that's just plain and simple. Nobody knows where the bottom's going to be, but the time to buy is now. So that's my update on Bitcoin and my views on Fantom. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I love and appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.